need a meat pie and a dessert one. Get both because they are off the hook.
I went to Tom's Fried Pies today, and I'm going back. I tried the taco one, really good. When I go back, I'll bring some home.
Tom'sFriedPies.com. Would you like a free ice cream? Head on over to Bumpers Drive-In on Highway 49 in Flora. If you're craving a juicy made-to-order burger and crispy golden fries, if you want to taste the best hand-breaded chicken tenders you've ever had, if you want a hand-mixed milkshake or a whirl with Nutter Butters, Oreos, then bump on into Bumpers Drive-In in Flora. Exclusively at the Flora location. Mention you heard them on WYAB and you'll receive a free frosty ice cream with your order.
When you feel like your business is drowning in paperwork and compliance issues, it's time to call Peoplease. Let Peoplease take care of the busy work so that you can save valuable time and focus on what really matters, growing your business. Peoplease is based in Ridgeland, so you're always dealing with local professionals who will actually understand your business and its needs. Join thousands of satisfied clients who trust Peoplease to simplify their employee administration. Visit peoplease.com. That's peoplease.com to learn more.
Attention homeowners and business owners. Complete Exteriors is now Elite Roofing and Gutters. Are your roof and gutters storm ready? The folks at Elite are your local experts in storm protection. Now is the time for an inspection and for proactive solutions that ensure your roof and gutters can withstand any storm. Get up to a possible $250 rebate on a new roofing system for all active military, veterans, and retirees. Online at EliteRoofer.com.
Americans for Prosperity is Mississippi's and the country's leading grassroots organization dedicated to promoting economic freedom and personal liberty. Americans for Prosperity advocates for limited government, free market policies, and empowering individuals. When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit AmericansForProsperity.org. Be a part of positive change at AmericansForProsperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
Why should you choose Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating for all service or installation? Well, they purchase all parts directly from the manufacturer. All of their factory-trained technicians have been hand-selected for skill, work ethic, and experience. There are never any hidden fees or charges. Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating is dedicated to your complete satisfaction, and they're family-owned and operated. For residential and commercial service or installation, contact Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating, 601-317-0729, or make an appointment through their Facebook page.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here's your host, Chip Matthews.
Turn your audio down. And we're back here on the Chip Matthews Show here on WYAB. Chip Matthews, Fred Cerami. What y'all got going on at the restaurant this week?
Well, we got Joe LaSalle will be playing Friday night, and Sean Patterson will be playing. What's today? Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday.
No entertainment on Tuesday. We got it on Wednesday night.
Okay.
And I think he might be bringing back So-Show Crabs for a special tonight on the menu.
I got a guy that I got to introduce you to. The Cajun crawfish. Cajun, what do they call it? So Cajun hot tub crawfish.
Cajun hot tub crawfish.
Yeah, our Cajun hot tub. But they had some of the prettiest blue crabs last week. And he goes, I'm going to check those and see if those are any good. Blue crab is great, especially when they're a bit larger.
Nice size.
Nice size. They were like, a good 8 to 10 inches. I was
where they got them from?
I don't know where they got them from.
Maryland?
But he's going to start getting them on a regular basis.
Cool.
They look great.
Is he on a soft show?
Yeah, I'm going to hook y'all up because when I saw that he had those, I was like, you need.
I love So-Show crabs. So-Show poor boy. Oh, can't beat it.
Well, anyway, y'all, on the program today, I was talking with someone about the Madison County supervisor meeting yesterday. The supervisors have a dilemma. Okay, one, we need 6 lanes to Canton, in my opinion. What do you say, Bro?
Oh, definitely.
6 lanes. But we're going to take 6 lanes to Gluckstadt.
And that's it. They cut it off at Gluckstadt.
Duh. So my question to you is this. Is Canton being cut out? Are they going to figure out a way to completely go around to where people come through a different part to where they never come to
What are they
Canton?
thinking?
I don't know.
And who's doing this?
That's what the supervisor, board of supervisors,
Madison.
Madison County.
Why are they leaving Canton out?
I don't know.
It's part of Madison County.
Yeah.
That's going to be the flourishing part of Madison County.
Right. But I
have
mean,
to go to that.
but they're trying to figure out a way to route the traffic to where they don't get it, is what I see. I may be wrong. I may be completely wrong and off base. But, Nissan came and we were supposed to get 6 lanes a long time ago.
Back road to 20. They're taking the back road to 22.
22. That's
They're
right.
bypassing the intersection of 22 up there.
Yeah.
What a mess.
What a mess. And that's what I see. And I may be wrong, but that's what I see.
That's what they said.
I bet they
You
will.
can't be that wrong. But that's what they
Joe
said.
Lynn says, I bet they will. I mean, they do things like that. I mean, that's what's wrong with the government manipulating roads and bridges and spending extra money. It's like, for instance, we got bridges that are shut down and off of 51.
And it's the town of Madison corporate limits. That's what's bringing the money back into Madison County.
Right.
You think the board of supervisors would keep it alive and say, "Hey, let's go, let's do this"?
But the supervisors in Madison and the city of Madison have been at odds for years. They're in a lawsuit right now because they allegedly bought some land that they already owned from themselves.
Really?
Yeah,
What'd they do?
really. They had this land. They had this land right there by where the new bridge is going through, where the bridge from Reunion,
Okay.
which is going through, which is not going to do anything to help traffic because all it does is move you from the Reunion area to Highway 51. There's no exits down to 55.
It just goes to 51.
Just goes to 51, which is already overcrowded.
What are they thinking?
I don't know. I mean, are they trying to build it to where they'll come back and there'll be 6 lanes and move them all the way from out at Gluckstadt? The people that live out there by Deerfield, will they be able to bypass Canton too?
They're trying to bypass Canton.
That's
They're keeping Canton out of the picture.
Yes, that's
Come on, Madison, wake up.
I mean, that's what I see. And I mean, it costs a fortune to do this, but they'll do whatever it is to zigzag it through their land because I'm sure these supervisors own property on both sides of it.
Bingo.
That's usually what the case is.
Agreed.
I think, it's just like that project for the solar farm out there. There's some questions about that. Now, of course, a state senator told me, Chip, you don't know what you're talking about. You're lying. I said, please come on my radio show and tell me what I'm talking about. I mean, that solar farm popped up out of nowhere. You didn't hear any
Nothing.
conflict or anything about that.
And how many years that had to been in the working?
No kidding.
And they're keeping you out.
And they kick you out and it's already up. And then I'm saying, well, who's that power for?
That's as far as you could see up on 43.
Yeah.
I drove past there a couple of times. As far as you could see, it's solar panels. Good Lord.
And then you can't tell me who if you're creating electricity there through solar panels, who's getting that power?
Where's it going?
Right. I mean, I know they sell it back to the grid, this, that, and the other, but the question to me is, and that's what I brought up, is
who owned that land?
I think it's 16th section land.
On 16th section.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's making money off it.
Oh, yes. Somebody's making money off of it.
And if you all don't know, it's going, take you 43 north right before you get to Canton. It's on the left-hand side. Excuse me.
That's okay. Tell them you'll call them back.
Call you back, baby. Whoever it is, have no fear. Fred will call you back.
But I mean, this stuff that goes on, the shell game that the politicians play. Let's talk about the bad shell game that's going on now. Let's talk about the Mississippi State Legislature did all of this tax stuff. And they were saying, okay, gas prices are going down because Trump's in office. So we'll put this new gas tax on you. Oops. Israel-Iran war pops in from the left. Gas prices are going up. They could get as high as $100 a barrel.
But now barrel's going down.
And we got 9 cents coming on a gallon in July.
Coming on to the gas.
Yeah.
As our petroleum was going down.
Yeah.
By the barrel.
Yeah. So it doesn't make any sense. I mean, we're fixing to see the highest gas prices in Mississippi that we have ever seen in our life. if certain things occur. And, meanwhile, Trump is like saying, he goes to that G7 conference meeting and he goes, I got to get out of here early because then he warned all the people at Tehran, said, you better get your butts out of there. They're fixing to blow it up.
That's right.
And then they
can't get out. They can't get out.
And they got the new leader, the last of the military leaders, but they haven't targeted the Shah, or not the Shah of Iran. Excuse me. That.
I don't even know his name.
It's the Ayatollah.
The Ayatollah.
Yeah,
he's still left.
He's still left, and he doesn't. And I don't think they target presidents or.
And all these airports are closed.
Yep.
They can't. How are they getting out?
How are they
getting out?
They're not going anywhere.
Oh my God.
They're not going anywhere.
They're trapped in. What a mess.
Trapped in, and they're going to bomb. They're going to bomb them, and there's going to be lost life. It's the equivalent for Trump in a situation he's in. He seems to be not the killing president. He doesn't want to kill people. He gets blamed for killing people, but he doesn't want to kill people.
You hear it in his talks.
He never is for. He's always for peace through mediation. Peace through strength. We moved some more ships over there. You got the Nimitz over there now, so we've got 2 aircraft carriers.
Even though he didn't want to get into it, they pulled him back. They pulled him back in.
Yes. So here he is, and he's got to make a decision like Truman had to make. And if we give those bunker buster bombs to Israel, who needs them to go into that one mountain region where they can get deep enough? You need the bigger bomb. And we give them to them. That's the equivalent of they putting in a nuclear bomb. It'll get that.
I mean, how many mile radius?
I don't know.
I mean,
but they're
Israel's only the size of New Jersey.
Well, then
half of it's gone.
New Jersey will be. It'll look like the Hudson Bay.
Amen. What a mess.
I mean, but they talk about once this happens, once you get the nukes out of the hands of Iran, that the whole area will prosper.
You're safer. Trump says they cannot have a nuclear. They cannot have nuclear arms.
Right.
Can't have it
because they only want to do one thing: they kill the Jews and kill America.
Now you got it on the flip side. Putin just bombed the hell out of
Zelensky. Ukraine?
Yep, last night.
Yep.
Bombed the hell out of them.
Well,
we're getting sucked into all this.
And I just got a text, 2 to 3 miles is the
radius of
that bomb that they'll be bringing him.
That's pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm. You're not that big. I mean, you're only 10, 15 miles across in Jersey? Is it that far?
No. Oh, yeah, it's bigger than that. Jersey.
Okay.
It's not a little skinny peninsula. But you're talking about millions of people.
Yeah.
Most populated.
But, this is going to be bad. Oh, yeah. And everybody wanting an update on the, now I got another one saying a 1 mile radius. Okay, Tim, you don't know what you're talking about because my brother said 2 to 3.
That's just radius.
Yes.
For ground zero. Then you got the diameter would be, a couple miles, 2-3 miles.
But this is going to be bad. It'll be tough.
Pray
for these people.
We got to pray for these people
because they're going to pop them. It's
inevitable. It's going to happen.
Right. And then if they bomb the oil facilities to cut off all of that, it's just like Trump was sitting at the table with them and he's going, so all you Europeans and all of that, y'all are on our side, but you just, and you want us to pay all the bills and you just inked a deal with Russia, who's not a part of the G7 because y'all kicked them out.
That's why Putin's all pissed off.
Yeah. So but y'all all wanted to buy oil from him rather than America. Hey, I'd get up and leave town too. You're not at a table among friends. You're at a place where we pay your bills and you want us dead. And that's all of them. I'd slap them all and leave. Say, watch this. We won't protect y'all. We're going to protect Israel, and that's it. See how much longer y'all live. I mean, the situation is bad over there, real bad. And the situation
and in the Ukraine. I mean, we're getting sucked into one place and another place. Wow, I feel sorry for Trump. And,
Okay.
you know, how we have the military force to do all this?
Do we?
have-
Oh, we have the power to do it. But you got to look at what
This is-
Israel did to Iran. They put these assets in there to the drones and all over the last year. There's still stuff there that they could pop. Now, put this in perspective. With Biden having an open border and everybody that came across, are we set up to where somebody can hit a button and attack every one of our states at one time? Are we in trouble here in America from drones?
Definitely.
Have we figured out a way to make drones lay on the ground? I mean, we had drones over Jersey and nobody knew whose they were, remember? We had a balloon and went all the way across the United States.
Allowed that to happen.
Where are we in the game of, if we built the gold dome that they talk about to save our country, but the assets are already here, hidden in mountains or hidden in lunch boxes or wherever you put a drone.
Claiming.
You know, they do that like a Trojan horse. We build a dome. Will the dome protect us from inside the dome? When you build the dome, is it all the missiles inside and can't get out now? And they're just going to come and hit each one of our little cities? You got to start thinking about that.
Yep.
It's a real thing. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Fred Cerami on WYAB. And we're back on the Chip Matthews program with Fred Cerami in our 9 o'clock hour every Tuesday, right here on WYAB. Hey, happy birthday to Les Potter, by the way.
Happy birthday, Wes.
Les
Potter.
Les Potter. Okay. I just saw that online. But anyway, what were you telling me? Fred was talking to me, and we were talking about these bunker bomb busters and all of that.
They found somebody was, I believe it was in the United States. Somebody was putting in a pool, okay, and the backhoe hit a metal cap, and they found out it was a bomb shelter, and they opened up, and there were live people down there for years and years. It was the first time they've seen the sunlight in years. First time one of the kids, there was kids down there, ever tasted an apple. I'll try to find it.
You sure this isn't a movie?
Did
you see a movie or you dream?
No, I'm not dreaming. They never tasted an apple before. They discussed this anyway. And the old man, you see, he was just as pale as the snow can be. I mean, he's white as anything.
He needed to get some sun.
The whole family needed to get some sun.
Okay, everybody, and here's one for you, Fred. Yeah, out in Rankin County, you've had Scott Berry, who has resigned,
right,
to go take a job working with the fire people, and so he resigned, effective now. But the special election is in November to replace his position on the Board of Supervisors. I wonder if you're going to run.
Well, never say never.
Never say never.
You never know.
Yeah.
When I was going to college at Southern, one of my buddies from Jersey said, "Son, you ever going to live down here?" I said, "Man, I'm never going to live in Mississippi. I mean, my family's in Jersey." Never say never.
How'd you wind up here? I mean, beyond that, let's say this.
Well,
okay.
I got a story to tell. We don't have enough time.
But the story is you came down, you went to, I don't know what made you go to Southern Mississippi.
Well, I was going to college up in Jersey, and I was commuting back and forth to the house. It was about a 45-minute ride each way, and everything's based on time. And
right.
But and I just wanted to get out of. I was living at home. I just wanted to get out of the house, out of my father's home, and so I had friends who went to Southern. They came up every summer to Jersey to see their family, and they said, "You need to come Southern." I applied and got accepted. I told, "Hey, Dad, guess what? I just got accepted to the University of Southern Mississippi." He said, "Let me tell you something, son. Sit down." He didn't say congratulations. He said, "Sit down." He says, "As long as you live in my home, I'll feed you, I'll clothe you, I'll pay for your education. But if you think you're man enough to leave, you're on your own." Man, he put me straight.
And then you took off and went to Southern Mississippi.
I already told him I was going.
Right.
Okay, I couldn't back out. When you say to my father, that stands. Right. When he says something, that stands.
Right.
He said he's not coming back either. I had no choice. I came to Southern. First thing I did, I needed to find me a job. I went to work for Shoney's in Hattiesburg. Worked there for about a year, and get these cold winter nights. You got to cut the payroll.
Yeah.
That's the first thing restaurants do is cut the payroll, cut the expenses. That's the only thing. A lot of things they could control is the payroll, and I'll sell hot dogs to make more money than this. Yeah, you go sell hot dogs. Bingo. I built myself. I was taking engineering class down there, so I drew myself a sketch of a hot dog wagon, how to build it and everything. I built myself a hot dog, and that hot dog wagon still exists today. It's the salad bar at Cerami's restaurant.
Okay,
true story. 30 cents a piece. Put myself through hot dogs. That's a lot of hot dogs, and I still got.
You still got some hot dogs left?
I still got a couple of hot dog wagons left.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you had some.
And I'm thinking up in Canton,
Yeah.
Like you keep on saying over and over, but to haul it up there every day and back and forth. Hey, look, I'm 77 years old. I told Chip the other day, I saw Canton being built the way it was. And, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. Look at the opportunity up here. And I told Chip, I'm 77 years old, man. It's hard to start over when you're 77. But you never know. Never say never.
Hey, we got somebody coming in on the phone.
Okay.
You've got to get a speaker or something. You're on the phone. Hello. Hello. They hung up. Chicken.
There you go.
Anyway, and then of course you had all the extra stuff to help you survive when you did your hot dog wagon. I mean, you had Jimmy Buffett playing guitar right by you.
Right. He was on front steps of the hub every night after supper.
And he was playing
in the
for
cafeteria. He'd just be out there on the front steps with a couple,
playing for dollars.
Yep.
You-
And playing harmonica was come
come on.
on, people.
I know.
He was on front steps with him
he's-
playing harmonica.
Fingers,
Anyway, there was
fingers.
Taylor.
Yeah.
God bless Fingers Taylor.
Yeah.
I think he passed away recently.
Just 3-4 months ago.
Yep. So, but there were some good days. Talking about good days, Jackson, Mississippi. We've had some good days in Jackson. You go back up about 20 years. The economy, the entertainment we had in Jackson, the restaurants we had, and we had a lot of. Everybody was friends with everybody, and all these restaurant operators. I'm speaking restaurant because that's my life. Okay. But all this restaurant operators, that's how I met Chip in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
But we all kind of hung out together, and Cerami's restaurant at the Reservoir at the time, on a Sunday night, it was like a restaurant association meeting.
Right.
All these restaurants were closed on Sundays, but they all met at Cerami's on Sunday night. It was a lot of fun. We had the dock back then. That was a hit. Late night. After work, I used to go sit at the dock around 11, 12 o'clock at night, sit there and picture myself in Acapulco or in Cancun. And here are these people fishing off the rocks. This is 11 o'clock at night. And I'm picturing myself in an American bar in Cancun. And these are the natives down there fishing off the rocks. And I just put myself in another world. I put myself at a resort at 11 o'clock at night in Brandon, Mississippi. But we had a lot of good restaurants back there. John Dennery was around at his restaurants. And Wilson Wong, the House of Wong.
House of Wong.
Boo Noble.
Boo Noble.
Boo was around.
And all these people.
Bill Latham.
All of these people came out of the TGI Friday format, right?
I was manager at TGI Fridays. Bill Latham was my head waiter and manager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alex Severe was around. Alex Severe now is in. Alex is down in Naples, Florida, somewhere in Florida, having a good time. But we had a lot of fun back then.
And a lot of these people, you had let's see, you in Highland Village, you had
Oliver's restaurant,
right? You had TGI Fridays.
TGI Fridays.
You
up
had
on the hill with Scrooge's.
What was upstairs?
And Bill Latham had. There's a fellow named Bernard Sarm.
Bernard.
He opened up the Sundancer.
Right.
With Bill Latham. I think Bill Latham bought it off him. And Bill Latham was a legend.
Yes, he is.
In Jackson. God bless Bill.
Yes.
And he did a lot of good, but he opened many fine restaurants. And we had a lot of clubs. Ben Marnie's. Okay.
Yeah, the Pyramid.
We had the Pyramid. John Alice. Remember John Alice?
Yes.
He was a character. John Alice was a character. And he would run the cashier. He'd be the cashier. He had the cash register in the kitchen. He'd bring out but it was quality food.
But it was where you could find you if you don't know where your money is in a restaurant and who's counting it first, you got to be the first person to count your money.
And you got to love it. If you don't love it, get out of it.
Exactly.
You got to love it. I loved it. I still do.
Okay. Anyhow, we're going to take a break.
Let's take a break.
We'll take a break. We'll be back here on the Chip Matthews Show with Fred Cerami.
Amen.
On WYAB.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
If you want the best health care, where do you go? The Mayo Clinic. If you want the best care for your vehicle, where do you go? Mayo Auto Clinic in Raymond. Mayo Auto Clinic does foreign and domestic vehicles and diesel repair. Mayo Auto Clinic has ASE certified techs with over 25 years of experience. You can extend the life of your car or truck when you take it to Mayo Auto Clinic. For cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best, Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
Peace, love, and pizza. It's Collie Days at Johnny's Pizza House. Load up the crew and hit the road with nothing but good vibes and better pizza. It's all about that crunchy new cauliflower crust. 10 inches of baked bliss. Light, crispy, and full of flavor. It's the ultimate slice for summer chilling. Best enjoyed with sunshine and good company. Nothing but love served one slice at a time. But don't wait. This trip's for a limited time only. Peace, love, and pizza. Happy Collie Days from Johnny's Pizza House.
Are you looking for a church family to connect with? One that will provide opportunities to grow in your spiritual life, as well as a chance to serve others? First Baptist Flora may be just the place for you. We're located at 102 Jackson Street in Flora. To worship with us in person, we have a traditional worship service that begins Sunday mornings at 8:30. Then our life groups meet at 9:45, and the Refuge Contemporary service begins at 11 a.m. We also have a midweek service every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. So come join us at First Baptist Flora, where we're making much of Jesus.
Dr. Mike Stonington here from Stonington Farm Grass-Fed Beef. We are grass-fed and grass-finished beef. No hormones, no antibiotics, no grain, no broad spraying of herbicides or pesticides. And never, I mean never, do we use mRNA vaccines. We are 100% local and 100% Mississippi. Our calves are born in Mississippi, raised on Stonington Farm, and processed in Mississippi. Contact us at StoningtonFarm.com. That's StoningtonFarm.com with 2 N's. We are the grass-fed difference.
The weather is heating up and the deals are even hotter at Mazda of Jackson. Right now at Mazda of Jackson, you can drive home your dream Mazda with low financing rates available. 2.9% for 72 months on most models, or finance 36 months and pay just 0.9%. That's right, 0.9%. Experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability. It's time to choose Mazda. Shop online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit Mazda of Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road in Jackson.
Well, I'm sitting here today with one of my favorite clients, Reggie Brumfield. The first time I believe we worked together was around 25 years ago, wasn't it, Reggie?
I remember that time. My wife, Kathy, and I were looking for a home. He sold that house to us, and when we got ready to buy another home, he helped us sell that home and buy another home. So 25 years later, when we decided to purchase another home, your name was the only one in our minds.
601-720-4037. RitaJensen.net.
I'm Laura Knight of Pro-Life Mississippi. We have a special opportunity for you to stand for life this summer at the Mississippi Life Summit. Join Pro-Life Mississippi on June the 27th and 28th at First Baptist Church of Richland for a powerful 2-day event dedicated to defending the sanctity of life. Are you a pro-life advocate or a church leader? Well, we want to see you at this event. At the Mississippi Life Summit, you will engage in over 20 impactful sessions led by expert speakers on both the state and national level. We will cover topics like the abortion pill, hospice care, fertility, adoption, human trafficking, and so many more. Registration is only $100, which includes lunch on both days. Learn more or register today at prolifems.org. That's prolifems.org. Or call us at 601-956-8636. That's 601-956-8636.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It's Chip Matthews and Fred Cerami on the radio. There you go. You got a headset finally.
Thank you.
So if y'all want to call in,
It's
call
Chip
in
Matthews
now.
and Fred Cerami on the radio. There you go. You got a headset.
847 000.
So if y'all want to call in now.
And we will
601
talk to you. Okay, Fred.
847.
Where were we? We were reminiscing on Good Jackson.
It's a good old
Think about
days.
Think about. When I used to have to deal with people in South Jackson.
We were reminiscing on Good Jackson.
After Widow Watson's and all that
Think about
around the
I used
Metro
to-
Center
when I
place,
used
there
to
was
have
no
to deal
food
with
in
people in
South
Jackson.
Nowhere to go eat.
After
We had
Widow
Fisherman's
Watson's and
Wharf.
all that around the
We
Metro
had
Center place, there was
and
no
well,
food in
and Chriselle's.
And then, Chriselle's is still there. And still,
Hey, Bob.
still a good steak.
And Chriselle's.
And then, Chriselle's is still there.
We need to go out there.
It's still
We need
a-
to go
it's
out there one
still-
evening.
Hey, Bob.
The
Still a
best
good
time
steak.
I would go, I would go Sunday night.
We need to go out
That's a
there.
big
We need
crowd.
to go out there one evening.
I know people that go on
Best
Sunday.
time I would go.
I don't know what
Sunday
days they
night.
open.
That's big.
But I know that they're open. I know they're open
people
Thursday,
that go
Friday,
on
Saturday, Sunday.
Are they open Sunday?
I don't know what days they open.
Sunday, I know a lot of people to go eat there on
But I
Sunday.
That might be a night to
I know they're
go.
open Thursday,
No,
Friday, Saturday,
you
No,
can't.
no. No,
Are they open Sunday?
then Acme Pizza's open
Sunday, I
on
know
Sunday
a lot
night.
of
They're not
people
going to
that
let me get out of there.
Night to go.
You can ask
no,
Jenny.
no. No, then Acme Pizza's open on
She's like,
Sunday night. They're not going to let me get out
right,
of there.
right, Jenny. Yeah.
You
We
can
love you,
ask
Jenny.
for me.
Okay, people, you got two people out there in the world, people that hate America
We love you, Jenny.
and harm
Okay,
America.
people,
you can
got two
hate
people out there in the
America,
world, people that hate America
but the moment you step over the line and
and
harm America,
you can
that's a different
hate
thing.
America.
That's sort of like what's
But
going
the
on in
moment
the
you
world.
step
I never
over the
saw a
line and
country so
harm
divided in my whole
America,
life.
I
that's
mean,
a different thing.
I never,
That's sort of like
I mean,
so divided.
you remember,
they,
what's
what you
going
grew
on
up
in
in?
the
You grew up
never
in
saw
an
a
America
country
where
so
everybody
divided in my
loved
whole
each other.
life.
I mean,
You were Americans no matter what.
So divided. That's right. Think back,
what
you know,
you grew up in an America
I was
where
born in
everybody loved
48,
each
so
other.
you know, I started
were
remembering
Americans
things.
no matter
Eisenhower, I remember That's right, Eisenhower. yeah. Was it
Back-
50s?
yeah,
We
Mhm.
were growing up. And then
I was born in
after
48,
Eisenhower,
so you-
who was it?
you know, I
Nixon?
started
Nixon.
remembering things.
Nixon.
Eisenhower.
No.
Eisenhower. Was it 50s?
Eisenhower,
We were growing
Kennedy.
Up, and then after Eisenhower, who was it? Nixon.
Nixon.
Kennedy.
Nixon.
Kennedy.
No.
Kennedy,
60.
LBJ,
Eisenhower.
Nixon.
Kennedy.
Right.
Nixon.
There you go. But we weren't as divided as we are.
Kennedy.
I know we had the Vietnam
Kennedy's
War
just
going on.
LBJ.
That divided us.
Nixon.
pretty-
But you
pretty
had,
much.
but all
There you
these
go.
people that you're speaking
But
of
we weren't as divided
believed
as
in
we are.
America.
I know
Even
the
all
Vietnam
these
War going
presidents
on.
that
That
were
divided us.
Democrat or
But-
Republican
but you had-
believed
but
in
all these
America. They
people
had
that
an
you're
American
speaking of
spirit. And what they
believed in
don't realize
America.
that
Even
Trump
all these
is trying to
presidents that were
shove
Democrat
down
or
your throat
Republican believed
is
in America.
American
They had
pride
an
again.
American spirit.
And people
what they
don't
realize that
understand.
Trump
They
is
think that,
trying to
I want to be the king.
shove
No,
down
he
your
wants
throat.
you to be an American again.
Be an American.
Be an American. And I mean, you know, when the people went and fought in the Vietnam War and we were over there and then gave up and came home, then everybody was like, well, we gave up and gave up. No, we quit supporting our troops when they were in Vietnam. In America, the radicals came out and said, we don't want to be in this war. But once you're in a war, you got to be there. And that's where Trump is right now. And he's carefully answering questions because technically, if you get rid of Iran, you get rid of the nuclear threat in the Middle East, and then you can have peace in the Middle East. But if you always have to worry about somebody's got a bomb that can blow you away,
That's the problem. That's the problem.
I mean, we get along fine with Japan after we bombed them. We killed a lot of people. But if we hadn't have done that,
Look how we do business with Japan today.
yeah. But I mean, we had to do that. We had to do that. And it's one of those things that you go, but Chip, it's wrong to kill. Yeah, it is wrong to kill, but there's a time to kill, you know, and that's one of them. I hate to be from Canada and use the word time to
I
kill.
remember on TV when they pulled out of Saigon, the helicopters landing on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching that on TV. They're pulling out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
I remember all of that. I remember that very vaguely. And it, you know, and it's, you know, and then I remember the Iran hostage crisis, which is basically when I got into radio the first time, and they held them forever. And then that became a political event of they'll be released not on Jimmy Carter's watch, but on Reagan's watch
Reagan.
and stuff like that. I mean,
I remember Reagan getting on.
but that shouldn't have been a political moment. That should have been, you release our hostages, period. But we made it a political moment, saying at the end of Jimmy Carter and going into Reagan, and Republicans and Democrats along that line. It wasn't about releasing them. It was about who was going to get credit for getting them released. I mean, as real Americans, that shouldn't be an issue. It's just like rebuilding the city of Jackson. If Democrats don't get credit for rebuilding it, the Republicans want it. If the Republicans don't get, you know, it's not that issue. Just rebuild the damn thing.
That's right.
You know, when you need a new car, you just buy a new car. You make a decision. Too many politicians cannot make a decision. I mean, that is our problem. We keep putting weak backbone people in the office who cannot make a decision. And that's that's why they're scared of Trump. Trump makes decisions. You know, how many people, I mean, you had a whole legislator down there in Jackson, they couldn't make a budget because nobody wants to make the decisions. Trump makes the cuts. He brings in Doge and they make the cuts that need to happen in Mississippi. And then all of our congressmen from Mississippi vote against it because their decision to be on Trump's team when Trump was running was good. But then he said, oh, Trump bad. We're not voting for him. He's lost his mind taking money from us. We get $1.48 for extra $1.48 for every dollar we send. We're not paying our fair share as Americans. We're not.
$1.48.
We get $2 for every dollar we send up there.
You're right.
We get $2.48 back.
Okay.
So that means somebody in another state is not getting their $1.48. It's paying our way.
Someone's paying our way.
Somebody's paying our way. Benny makes sure we get it. The legislature don't want it to go away. They all sit there. They all work for Benny. That's all I can come up with. They all work for Benny because they never talk bad about Benny. No. You know,
Even a couple of our politicians we got in there.
yeah, none of them. They're all there. They get there and they get the greed, and then they forget about Mississippi. They just really only think about us at election time. But other than that, they get up there and forget about what they agreed to when they went.
It's amazing how the line is cut.
And then the people here give up, forget that they didn't do what they needed to do when they were running for office the first time, and they just reelect them. I mean,
it's amazing.
No back.
How the geography, the line is cut with
Yeah.
Benny Thompson.
Yeah. He gets everything.
I-55 is the line.
Yeah, I-55 is the line. He owns everything on the Mississippi River side of I-55.
That's pretty heavy.
That's as heavy as it gets. I mean, when you look at that and go, and that's where all the poverty is. And there's not a day that every weekend there's a murder, 14-year-olds. And you sit there and look at it and they go, well, Chip, their parents need to do better. Well, their parents are 28.
Why is it divided like that? What do you think? We got Tupelo. It's a flourishing city, Tupelo.
Yeah.
You got Meridian. You got a Navy base in Meridian.
Yeah.
Okay. You got Hattiesburg. You get some nice sized city. You got Brandon.
Mhm.
Okay.
The stuff on the coast.
Stuff on the coast. You get you don't even have half of Jackson.
And and we allow it to be that way. We allow our state to be half Benny. You can't tell me with the state, and we own every position at the state government, governor, lieutenant governor, all that. We're not, but we have no power. We have no power. Well, that's going to do it for today.
Are we through already?
Yeah, we're through already. We didn't even get started good. And it's over.
Hey, people. We'll see you all next week, next Tuesday.
He is Fred Cerami. I am Chip Matthews. He will be hanging out tonight at Cerami's Italian restaurant.
Yes, ma'am.
I may come
Yes,
eat with you tonight.
We'll be there.
And then I'll be at Acme Pizza tomorrow night. We open tomorrow night. And then, of course, I'll be back here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., right here on the big WYAB radio. We hope to have you here.
Ciao for now.
Yeah, there you go. I'm Chip Matthews. He's Fred Cerami. We are up. We are out of here. Goodbye.